welcome to the United States of Paranormal Podcast. Sit down and buckle up for an enlightening ride through everything cryptid, creepy, and paranormal.
Hello, all of my paranormal freaks out there. It is I, Golden J, coming to you live, not really, with
the rocker chick
and
J-Dub.
Hi. What's up?
Oh,
How you guys doing?
Wonderful.
Yeah, you doing all right?
Yeah. It's life.
Has it been a productive couple of weeks since we've been in the studio?
yes.
Sure, yeah.
I know that J-Dub's about to be totally engulfed in fair stuff.
Yep.
Now, what fair is that?
Whitley County.
Ah, because like the Kosciuszko County is going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ours, though, is no carnies, no rides. It's just the 4-H kids and their stuff.
Oh, right on.
There's food there, but yeah.
They have that pusher machine, you know, where you drop the quarters in and it pushes and you try to get more quarters out of it.
No.
Oh,
No rides, no games, nothing.
nothing.
Just the kids
But they
and
could
their
have
stuff.
they could have one. I love
pusher
playing that game.
Well, go to Chuck E. Cheese then.
No, we went to Zao Island while we were off, and I might have spent like $10 playing that game.
It's all right.
It's fun. It was just, it was just kind of nice to set, and because we had kind of went over there and we played around the mini golf, and then we ordered the pizza, and there was like a 45-minute wait, and then so we went and got our little cards, loaded them up, and then we acted like fucking teenagers out there playing fucking video games, and
I'm really good at axe throwing.
Nice.
I really want to try with a real axe. So maybe that'll be our next.
I kicked her ass in every fucking game in that place except the axe throwing.
Which is supposed to be like manly.
I might have a little too much.
And it
wrist.
was funny because I was like, I think I might be really good at this, And I talked to my daughter and she's like, me and Trevor couldn't even get one to stick. And I mean, I was stuck like 3 in a row right in the bullseye.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can do this.
Yeah. It's fun. We like to do that.
So, yeah, we're going to have to find a place.
They actually throw real axes
Yes.
at a distance that is.
And it's pretty close. It's not that far away.
There's one in Fort Wayne, and then there's some in, I think, South Bend that do it.
But your distance isn't that far.
No. It's like maybe here to the wall.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be.
As our listeners are like, the wall, J-Dub? Really?
That's
what
like
wall?
sitting next
What
to the wall. Maybe, what would you say? That's 12 feet?
Sure. I'll go with 12 feet.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with that.
All right.
12 feet.
All right. I will take you.
All right.
Let's get.
You're either going to be really good at it or suck. You'll be
I'm-
like, I got to go back to Zao and play the not real.
Yeah, the
axe.
one with the plastic ones. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be fucking scared with you with a real axe trying to throw it, and the motherfucker's going to bounce back and probably hit you in the shin.
And the shin.
In the shin. You like that, didn't you?
You hillbilly.
And then I'll never hear the end of that. But yeah, that's all she's told everybody, that she kicked my axe and kicks my axe in the axe throwing. Oh, that means everybody is like, I'm really good at that, and I whooped his ass. I'm like, come on.
Well,
I
good.
didn't say that. Did I say I whipped your ass? I just said I was really good at the axe
No,
throwing.
in this podcast tonight, you did not say that. Every fucking body else we've met, you keep
I just
saying
said
that.
I was good at it.
No, she
nope,
said
I
she
never
told
You
us.
can
said
tell
anybody.
your butt hurt.
Yeah.
You.
You know what?
He's like, what am I doing wrong? I don't know. I said, all right.
You got a limp wrist there, Jeremy.
Apparently, I had too much flick in the wrist. I'm just saying. But no, what a great time. We spent one day going and doing that, and we had a blast. And yeah, I'm ready to go do it again. It was so much fun.
It was a good time.
And that fucking pizza, their pizza is amazing. I'm telling you guys, listen to Golden Image Podcast in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be talking full tilt about Zao Island. They got a dragon.
Ooh.
It's going to be fun.
It will. It will.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
So what else is going on?
We went putt-putting last weekend at Page's Crossing, and I did horrible like I always do because, it's putt-putt. I'm horrible at it. But then we get to the last one where you hit it and it goes into the thing. It's your last hole, and if you get a hole in one, you win a free game. Out of everybody, I won the free game.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I won a free game.
That's always the best. I always get better towards the end of putt-putt. I suck at the beginning. First 9 holes, I suck. And then the last 9 holes, I get a little better.
No, I suck at all of them, I guess, except for the last one. Because I'm like, yes, we're done.
Yes. Get in there.
Here's another game. Go play again.
Get in the hole.
I gave it to my husband because of this, fair week, him and his kids can go play. I'm like,
Right on.
or him and the kids can go play.
I had 2 holes in one. Azeo, she had 2 holes in one.
Nice.
Yeah. There was some kid running around there with a Mahomes jersey on.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, hey, nice jersey. And he looked at me like, don't fucking talk to me, weirdo.
Stranger danger.
But his mom was right there, and she saw that I was wearing a Chiefs shirt. And she's like, hey, go Chiefs.
True.
It's
True.
That's a true story. Write that down. Yeah, so we just come off a vacation. We're back to work, and Jen's getting ready to go on vacation.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Well.
it's not really vacation. It's vacation from work.
Yeah, but is what you got coming up? Is it a lot of work? I mean, I know that you said like last night you were there for like 3 or 4 hours and doing like cleanup and preventive maintenance stuff on the horse stalls and stuff like that. But
Yeah. Tomorrow all the horses go in, and it's pretty calm day after they all get there. And then Saturday and Sunday and Monday we have shows all day, so like it's an all day thing. So I'll be running the gate since I have a kind of bum hand. So I'll be handing out ribbons and opening up the out gate all
Right on.
day in the heat, in the sun, no shade.
take your big water bottle.
I have it at home. It's wetty.
It's wetty.
It's wetty. I'm not taking my gallon one because that one won't stay very, very cold.
Yeah, but you don't want to lug around a gallon one either.
I don't.
Yeah, but the bigger one that you can keep nice and cold because it sounds like you're gonna need it.
And I have one of those neck fans too.
There you
It's
go.
all charged up and ready to go.
But isn't it supposed to rain tomorrow?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. I hope it doesn't, because that would really suck. Do you have an umbrella just to take, just in case?
Nope.
Dang
I
it.
have a raincoat though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Crocs though. They said no open-toed shoes. They're not open-toed. They're open-backed. But then if I put them in, 4-wheel drive, I'll be good.
That's right. You won't fall down.
Because I have a camper Crocs, I have home Crocs, and I have 2 sets of barn Crocs.
So the barn Crocs are the ones that are going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's true. So I was telling you a little bit ago, and I'm hoping that it'll play out here, and we can make this happen. But yesterday, J-Dub and Lindsay were at work, and how did this conversation even start? I don't know, but I walked into it, and
I think I had just done it when you walked in the door, and I was like, oh.
J-Dub believes that Toby Keith sounds like a goat.
He does.
And they were singing in the Toby Keith style in the dock, and I really thought Lindsay was going to piss her pants. So, for our listeners, J-Dub, how do you like me now? Can you do it? Can you do it?
I'm just an idiot. I just do stupid stuff all the time. And, he comes in and he's like, how do you like me now?
Nice.
That's exactly how he sounds.
They were laughing so hard. I'm just saying. It was the snorts come out. It was so intense. The snorts come out. If you know what I mean.
That's just because I was telling you how it works better on like that Karma Chameleon.
The old Culture Club song.
Yeah, It's better with that one, but I can't think of how it goes right
Like,
off
come
the
a,
top.
come a, chameleon.
How's it?
On.
Come and go. Come and go.
Look, she can even multi-tone it. That was pretty good. All right. No auto-tune needed for J-Dub.
No.
I suggested that they were singing "Hello," from Lionel Richie, but that wasn't. Yeah.
Oh.
This is what I walk into at work all the time. Yeah. Pretty insane. Well, we did get an email, and I just today. So I'm gonna bring this up because I think it's important. It's from Carrie. He actually emailed me last night and wanted to know about asking a couple questions. I said absolutely. So he sent me an email back today. He would love for me to do a part 2 on Zozo.
Oh.
He said there's a lot more stories than just what we talked about. So
I'm sure.
I am going to get into that. I'm going to start looking around a little bit more on that and see what else I can find, and we will work on a part 2. But he also says that there is a ton of paranormal stories out in Arizona where he's at. So I'm curious to see, ask him to kind of send me a couple ideas of what's going on out there. So I'm interested to see what he comes back.
Cool.
And then the last sentence of his email.
Why are you looking at me?
It says, "This is for Golden Jay. Go Patriots."
Hey!
Like I said in the email I sent back to him, is like, I'm probably one of the few people who was not a Patriots fan, that didn't hate the Patriots for all their winning. I mean, Tom Brady's the GOAT. I mean, there's no getting around it. The guy was amazing, and I'm happy he's retired now, so we don't have to play him in the Super Bowl anymore.
Yeah.
And now Tampa Bay is just pretty much back to where they were. But so yeah, thank you so much for the email, and we're gonna look into this, and we'll work on a part 2 for Zozo.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Arizona, I love Arizona. It's so pretty out there.
Well, get to research in there, J-Dub. See what's out there.
I did talk a little bit about Jerome.
Jerome.
Jerome, Arizona.
That's true. You did.
Because I've been there.
That was early on too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Man. Well, today is this is episode 69.
69.
Yeah. Man, we're getting up there.
And we are.
We only 31 episodes away from 100.
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll probably have to do something special for the 100 episode, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll put our heads together and probably fall asleep trying to come up with an idea what to do. But yeah, we'll figure out something for 100. Ooh, I might have an idea. Anyway.
Ooh.
So, what do you got for me?
Let me ask you this.
Oh,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
it ain't the elephant chicken thing. Is it?
No. Mine's an easy one. What is the best part of your day?
Wow. Oh, you know what? I got it. I know what my best part of my day is.
Go ahead.
It's when my wife gets home and I get to see her for the first time in the day, and we get to spend the evening together. That's the best part of the day.
You're so full of it.
What? Why would that not be my best part of the day?
When I get home, you're usually in your studio, sitting at your computer.
But do I not come out to see you and be like, "Hey, I'm glad you're home. How was your day?"
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
For like a minute. Yeah, exactly. All right. I'll take it, I guess.
Now pet your damn dog and leave me alone.
I thought that was what you would say.
My dog?
Yeah.
That is a pretty good part of the day. I come home and he's always excited to see me.
Yep, they usually are.
Yeah. So, all right, who's next?
I would have to agree because, you wake up and you're like, oh, shit, I got to do this again.
Uh-huh.
And then you come home and your dog's happy to see you. I pull in the driveway, have horses whinnying at me, and then Sean gets home and it's like the day just melts away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's yours? Just the dog.
I'd have to agree on both of yours, but yeah, mine is My shower.
Hey, that's a good one.
Really?
Yeah, because I get pretty dirty at work. And yeah, I can't. I work with fiberglass, so don't really work in it, but I do get it on me and I do have that smell. And so, yeah, it's like
Is that what you do right when you get home?
pretty much.
After you pet the dog?
Usually, unless we're working outside.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's really no point to shower to go back outside and get all sweaty and yucky again.
I don't. Yeah.
Sure.
So I don't sit on the furniture when I get home. It's stand and do whatever, and then, yep. So
Yeah, I would too.
Not seeing her husband after a long
I
day of work.
said I agreed with both. Yes, I agreed with the dog, and I agreed with.
Drama. Jeremy's all drama.
I'm not feeling the love.
It's a lot there. A lot.
Tons.
Tons.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, are we ready to get into today's story?
Sure.
All right.
So we are going to Francestown, New Hampshire. We're going to a haunted lake.
A haunted lake.
Well, it's called Haunted Lake.
Okay.
Not a haunted lake. It's the haunted lake.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a little story about an Irish immigrant that built like the first little building in this town, and then everything else boomed. But I'm not going to go into the whole booming of the city, just him, and then a bunch of the stories that I found on the lake.
Okay.
Since it's about a lake.
A lake. A haunted lake.
No, the haunted lake. There's probably a bunch of the haunted lakes.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So
go
it's
ahead.
called Haunted Lake, not
Haunted
Lake
Lake.
Haunted.
Nope, Haunted Lake, New Hampshire.
That's strange because most things are lake, Schaefer Lake.
Yeah. Yep. It's in
I guess there is.
Francestown, New Hampshire. And it's called Haunted Lake. Okay. Yeah. David Scobie in 1780 was an Irish immigrant, and he built the first water-powered saw and grist mill on the lake. And he was constructing the mill, and he uncovered a skeleton buried in a shallow grave. The skeleton was tall, well-built, which they presume was a man, being tall. And
Not well built.
the bones were thicker than
Gotcha.
Right.
they thought
Yeah.
was a woman. And they figured he was young based on the condition of his bones and his teeth. Even before he discovered that skeleton, Haunted Lake already had like a spooky reputation, but the skeleton and the little stories didn't make Scobie be like, oh, I'm not going to build this here.
Right.
So he pushed ahead and built the mill, stacking up boulders and making dams and the dredging channels and all that stuff, Scobie had two teenage sons who worked at his sawmill when it was all over and done with. And because the town had very little to offer for a distraction for teenage boys, because they always like to get into trouble.
What?
They had to produce their own entertainment. It's not much to do. You got to figure it out. So the locals had already said, little things about how the lake was haunted. So the boys thought it would be funny and entertaining if they went around town and told the town drunk that they saw ghosts and apparitions and heard things, so that the drunk would go around and tell these stories to other people, which had the locals kind of creeped out. They already knew it was haunted, but they thought it was even creepier because this person that just moved in and his boys are like, oh gosh, we saw this by the lake. And they started taking chains and rattling them around at night around the town to try to scare people. So I thought that was kind of funny because, I could just see myself, back then being bored and hearing stories and being like, ooh, I'm just going to scare some people.
Yeah.
Scobie passed away in 1829 at the age of 86, and his family continued to operate until the 1860s. And Scobie actually died while he was taking logs across the lake and the ice broke free underneath him, and he fell in and he drowned.
Oh.
So he drowned in the lake.
In the lake, yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there were a lot of stories that I found about this place, but the thing that really was like weird to me was before the sawmill was there was a big fire, and all around the lake, the trees and the bush and everything were burnt, so they were all black and charred all around the lake.
Okay.
So that would make it look even creepier.
Yeah.
Another one of the legends is in 1741, two men came to the area looking to buy land and settle. The men were not together, but they had started off separately, met up, and joined forces as they were walking through the forest together towards the same destination. When they reached the lake, they camped for the night.
Sorry.
Oh.
I hit my hat.
And this supposedly is where Scobie would have later on built the sawmill. During the night, the men fought, and one of them killed the other. In the forest, there's no law or anything, so he buried him in a shallow grave. And they say that man did not rest easily, and he is said to have been seen walking the shoreline, like shrieking and moaning, mad that he didn't get his land.
Right, right.
There was a surveyor that heard of the murder when he was hired in 1753, and he had a diary that he kept when he was surveying, and he camped out there at night one night, and they were kept awake all night by like mysterious groans and screams, as if someone was nearby, getting like fighting, and then So they packed up and headed back to the town, and they couldn't figure out what it was, so they decided they weren't going to survey out there anymore. So they lost their jobs.
Gotcha.
Another story I found was there were two trappers. They were setting trap lines in the vicinity of Haunted Lake, and one a little bit south from the lake. Each trapper went their separate ways. One went up this line, and the other one went up the other line. And they said that they would come back together in the evening. Well, that evening came, and the one trapper failed to come back. So the guy went looking for him, and he said that he walked up on what he thought he heard a fierce growl and a huge mountain lion standing over his friend, and his friend was dead. So the trapper shot the mountain lion, and he thought that the mountain lion traveled in packs or pairs, so he was scared that it was going to have a friend ready to pounce on him. So they say that guy is possibly who Scobie found when he dug up all the land
right on.
for. But since it was so far back then, they didn't have like where they could see where it was teeth marks or anything.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. But the lake itself took several victims other than Scobie, obviously. A 15-year-old boy by the name of Jacob drowned there in 1810. Another guy, Samuel, followed him in 1816, and Ichabod Gray, not Crane,
Ichabod.
a 55-year-old man, was a little deranged and crazy, died in the water in 1824. And then Nathaniel Aiken drowned in 1830. So locals claim that they hear splashing of water and people yelling for help, and then there will be nobody on the lake.
It'll just be dead quiet.
Yeah, like there won't be any ripples, nothing.
Right.
It's just glass water. Another one was in 1938. A hurricane went through, killing a lot of people and like demolishing the sawmill that Scobie had built, but it was obviously abandoned by then. And they found it killed a lot of people and they couldn't find a lot of people. So there's that. And now they think that you hear the high winds from a hurricane and then they hear people screaming.
Oh.
And locals have claimed that they hear the sounds and disembodied voices of people that were lost in the hurricane. So
I'll tell you what, hurricanes, and we've done this with like the Hotel Galvez when the hurricanes come through there, and a lot of people were killed in that hurricane, and now this one. I mean, it's hard to remember how devastating those things are. I mean, look at New Orleans and how many people died, and the bodies were still there, even going into cleanup on that. And yeah, hurricanes are such a fucking bitch, but I still want to be in one just one time.
Nope, not it. No, thank you.
Just one time.
But water's a big conductor of energy, so that probably helps with all the claims of voices. And
so is that all is that all they're getting is just voices and the splashing sounds, and then nobody's seen the apparitions out there? Or
they see apparitions of the man
walking along walking along the shore. People that go out there and camp trying to see stuff have said that they've seen people walking through the woods, and then they go up to talk to them and they disappear. Just recent, I guess the lake is getting more popular, maybe because it's hauntings and it's all over the internet. People are out on the water, and they're saying, they're out on the water and they get too ready to go home, so that it's getting like dark, and they hear somebody yelling, "Hey, help us. Hey." And they hear splashing, and then they turn the boat around to try to help and find where they are, and there's nobody there. So they're like, are they kids or are they playing a joke on us or what? But I mean, it could be kids, but they don't find anybody. Yeah,
it could be the ghosts of the two boys that originally started all the
That's where I was going.
So then after they turn around to look to find somebody, they hear the screaming and for help even more frantic than it was before they turned around the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
Did they say how deep this lake is?
No. I didn't. And this, I didn't see how deep it was.
I mean, because, if the bodies from the people are in the lake or whatever, I would think, well, with it being a factory being on it, I'm sure it was pretty deep.
My question was for Scobie. You said that he was moving logs across the ice.
Mm-hmm. Probably to the town.
Why would you move the logs across the? Well, I mean, point A to point B is
middle of the woods in wintertime. Maybe it was easier just to go straight across the lake.
I would not think that would be the wisest choice. I mean, if I had to choose, obviously it wasn't the wisest choice because he fell through and drowned. But but New Hampshire gets pretty damn cold in the wintertime, so I can imagine it probably freezes pretty deep. So I don't know, what does a lake usually freeze at? 2, 3, 4, 5 inches?
Yeah, lakes here are like 4 inches thick.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
That's when it's safe to go ice fishing on them at that point. Although people drive their vehicles out on it, I'll never understand that.
Oh, I know. Can you look and see how deep the lake is?
Yeah.
Just Haunted Lake, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Peas.
Can do.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness. But yeah, I mean, that's crazy because that's been going on for a long time.
Yeah. I don't think I'd want to swim there. I'd be too afraid something would grab my leg and pull me under.
Oh, I would probably be the one that would end up dragging up somebody's dead body or something.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, my grandpa was a lifeguard at Center Lake way back when it had the big, long cement thing where it was cement on the sides and you could go under the pier, and it had a big diving board. He was a lifeguard then. And he said he called everybody in, like they do when adults swim, make sure your kids are still alive. And he dove in and he was checking underneath the pier and he found a dead body. And he said it had been there a couple days.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Gross.
Well, that'd not be something I would want to find, but
No. No.
But you don't, I mean, you can't see in the water. You don't know what's in there.
Not, I mean, after Jaws, we
Yeah,
talked about this last time.
Yeah.
After Jaws, I couldn't jump into the water if I couldn't see it. But that, wasn't it in Jaws when the people are like in the ocean and the waves bring up a dead body, like half eaten?
Yes.
I can't
Yes,
remember.
think
I
so.
can't remember
so.
Jaws. You'll have to forgive me. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Even when it comes on now, I'm like, I don't remember this. Because I think maybe Jaws 3 was the one that I actually watched all the way through. Anyways, Haunted Lake or Scoby Pond, which is what they got it listed here. Average depth, it looks to be about 10 feet.
That's it?
It says 10. Max depth, 15. So what does that mean? Is that 15 feet or is that 1,500 feet? Let me look at something else here. Let me see if I can find something else on it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
Yeah, when
right
I
at all.
said it, it was like, I don't know about that.
I mean, you could still drown in 15 feet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 15 feet is not that deep, but I mean, if it's also called Scoby Pond, then how big is it really?
Yeah.
It's 139 acres is what it is, but
That's a big...
That's huge.
yeah, look at that. Getting to the bottom of your last... It's just, oh my God.
Let's read through the little things on the...
Getting to the bottom of them. Francestown's pond, various names, Haunted Lake. He said it averages 10 to 12 feet deep.
Okay.
All right. Well, there you
It
go.
has an undeveloped shoreline, most of the area in ponds. Its other name is Haunted Lake. So, yeah, there you go.
Cool. I still wouldn't want to be out on it and hearing people screaming for help and then looking around not seeing anybody and then turning around again to go home and then hearing it even more frantic than it was.
Yeah. No, gosh, no.
I would think that would, that would deter me from going out on the lake, but
Yeah.
because now all you're thinking about is, people drowning in that and what's
Yeah,
going
and
to stop, from you getting pulled in or towed under.
Well, if I heard somebody screaming in the water, then I would be out there like all night looking for somebody.
Yeah.
You know what
or
I mean?
calling 911.
Yeah.
Get some divers out here.
There's something, yeah. I wouldn't just presume that it's a ghost. I would be like, no, somebody needs to come find this person there.
Now, do you suppose that the police department in that area don't really react to phone calls for people?
You would think, though, it's a lake, they would have to.
Yeah.
Well, I would think so, but I mean, if they understand that
Maybe
that happens a lot, maybe they'd be like, yeah, okay, we'll be out in a little bit.
Maybe they just leave a DNR on there.
It could be, yeah.
He goes out there all day. Or they take shifts out there.
Yeah, that would make sense. Well, dusk to dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Or dawn to dusk.
Yeah.
Not dusk to dawn.
So I guess it must be a public access site.
Yeah.
If there's
Sure.
boats on there and all that, so.
Well, like you said, it started to become more popular, like J-Dub was saying, so there probably is a access to it, but it's not like it. I mean, 139 acres is pretty big.
I can't believe it's that shallow, though.
Yeah. Well, but they do just call it a pond. I mean, Scoby Pond. But is there water coming in? Why would they build the mill? There'd have to be some sort of
You'd think.
creek coming in there.
Well, and it said that he was stacking boulders for a dam and dredging channels, excavating cellar holes, and laying up rock formations.
So he was basically building it to move the water so it would move the mill.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
But yeah, that's Haunted Lake.
Haunted Lake.
New Hampshire.
Interesting. We haven't done a lake. That's the first lake we've done.
I know I was going to do that one in,
Lake Mead?
is it California?
Is it Lake Mead? That's
Time out.
okay.
Can you look up what's her name? The girl that was on Glee. She drowned. I can't remember what lake that was.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that supposed to be?
It was
haunted too?
Naya Rivera
Naya Rivera.
drowning. What lake was that?
She died. Oh, she's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was a while back.
Lake. Well, is it Peru? Piru.
Peru.
Peru.
Yeah, I was gonna do that one because they say a lot of people died on that, but I didn't. Yeah, maybe later.
Okay. What happened to the girl from Glee?
Her and her little 5-year-old boy,
Uh-huh.
4 or 5, rented a boat and went out there, and it was like I want to say like summertime, 4th of July time frame ish.
Okay.
And they went swimming. They say she was a good swimmer, and she didn't put an anchor down, so they were both swimming, and the boat started to drift away. So she swam over to it. She put her son up there, and she said, "I love you," and she just drowned. So I don't know. That's why it's creepy. They couldn't find her for a few days either, I don't think.
5.
Yeah, it took a
5
while.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says right here.
Yeah.
5 days.
Did you just forget this, Jeremy? Because this is pretty.
I
big
don't
news.
know that I actually.
I was
didn't
sad because
really,
I liked her.
Didn't really know. I don't think I knew. I love it that they were like, okay, her body was found on the anniversary of the death of her co-star and close friend Corey Monosmith
Yeah.
in 2013. 2013. I mean, it's been 10 years ago.
She died in 2013.
No, that was when Corey died, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, that's when Corey died. Yeah.
Okay, 2013.
It's only been like
I wanna
it's been
say-
less than 5 years since
Yeah.
she died.
2020.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was
Sorry, guys.
3 years.
But yeah, so I, like you said, water is a conductor of paranormal activity, and why shouldn't lakes be haunted, especially if there are people dying near them or in them? So
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, we've discussed this many times about the conduction of water and how water channels and aqueducts and all that stuff tend to kind of draw that energy in. So
yeah, and I mean, I don't know if anybody ever catches those TikToker videos where the guys are pulling up old vehicles and, you know, people are lost and then they search the lakes and find the vehicles and they're pulling them out and it's like, you know, stop running the camera until we see if there's something in there.
Yeah.
And I mean, they've found
That's
a ton of family members that have been lost for,
is that
and the cops are very
Adventures
kind of upset with it because
adventures with a purpose?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, it you get drawn into it because it's like, oh my God, you know, are they going to find these people's son or?
They were actually part of a search for a missing girl in Kokomo.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, especially if you have people in, you know, that die in a lake that nobody knows is there, you know.
Yeah.
I would definitely come back as something and be like, hey, I'm here, you know.
Like if they, and you know, most of them that I've seen have been like they just disappear, and the families are like, oh, they were a little upset about this or this. So if you, I mean, my perspective is if you die like mad or upset, then you probably would be as a ghost mad or upset.
True.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a ghost, obviously, but maybe.
Maybe
We never know. We might be living in that realm. We're all ghosts.
It could be.
And we're actually seeing the real people. Who knows?
Oh my God.
Oh,
But there's
You-
a twist.
My husband, his dad used to think that. When my husband was like in middle school, high school, his dad thought that we were the ghosts and we were haunting the living. That's why we think we see ghosts.
makes sense. I mean, there's so many people think there's so many different realms and possibilities.
That is definitely a twist that I hadn't really considered, being the flip side, that we are the actual spirits and yeah.
And there's a movie kind of like that. Do you know what movie I'm talking about? The Others with Nicole Kidman. They're in this big ass house, her and her 2 children, and
Oh, yes, I do know what you're
the
talking about.
husband went off to war and never came back. Well, then he just all of a sudden comes back, and he's real weird. He's like, I have to go back to war. He's like, you stay here. And her kids can't like go outside because they're allergic to the sun or something. Well, they start seeing ghosts and hearing stuff, and come to find out they are the dead ones.
Mm-hmm.
And the family that was trying to move in brought a medium in, and she's like, children, why are you still here? Did your mom kill you? Your mom killed you? Sorry, spoilers if you haven't seen it.
Oh,
But
yeah. The movie's ruined now.
It's a pretty good movie. It's like kind of weird, but yeah.
I think I do remember that.
But it's just like that.
They have a whole Sixth Sense type thing
Yeah.
also.
But now you're thinking about that.
Yeah.
I'm the
No,
ghost.
Boo! I like that.
Put a white sheet on me and call me.
Well, I don't even know where to go with that. That's terrible. Put a white sheet on me. Let's call it good. No, let's not go there. All right. Well, good job there, J-Dub.
Well, thanks.
Yes, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Lots of conversation
I mean, the whole thing can be a conversation piece, I think, with, between the boys doing what they did and the dad dying on the ice and finding bodies. I mean, so much involved with that. That's insane.
But you know what would be creepy? If that mountain lion was a ghost mountain lion.
I think now we're stretching.
Man, you never know.
Well, I mean, it could be.
Pets can come back as ghosts too.
If you bury them in the pet cemetery, yeah.
Well, we're back to Pet Cemetery.
My mom had a Shih Tzu that would always sleep on the end of the bed. And when she passed away, my mom said like 4 days after she passed away, she felt something walk across the bottom of her bed and lay down by her feet.
Oh, my God.
And that's what the dog would do. So it is possible.
I mean, why not? I mean, do pets have souls too? I mean,
Well, yeah.
they're pretty smart.
Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes?
All dogs go to heaven.
Oh, dogs go to heaven.
Well, I hope they do because I got some puppies up there and a horse that I had for 100 years. So I would like to see them again. And I will.
Yes, you will.
One day.
Uh-huh. It's true. I believe in it. All right. Well, good job. Let's get on out of here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the United States of Paranormal podcast. We appreciate it. You coming back every week and sending us emails. And, we'd appreciate it if you'd like, review, do all that stuff.
Rate us.
We need a little help getting up in the charts. And like Smokey Bear said, only you can help get us on top.
Smokey Bear said that, huh?
It's something.
It was
something
Squatch.
along that. Yeah.
Squatch said that.
Tell all your friends about us. Share us on social media.
Yeah. Go find us. You can find us at facebook.com/United States Paranormal. Also, if you liked what you heard today on the United States Paranormal, maybe you like one of our other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Empire, which includes The Call Guys, Golden Image Podcast, the Indiana Chiefs Bands, the Golden 80s, Murd Nerds, and A Quart of Books and Booze. We got a little bit of something for everybody in the Empire. So go check out goldenmojoent.com for all the listings of all of the podcasts. Do what?
You got new pictures.
We do have new pictures. All the new pictures are up on the website.
Yeah.
Now, the UnitedStatesParanormal.com, the new pictures are not up there. You still get Team Tejas and the original Team Boozers. So,
What the hell?
but their merch store is there, UnitedStatesParanormal.com, where you can get all of your really cool, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm just one man.
You need to
So
fix
you're
it.
saying me and Jen's pictures are not on the internet yet?
They're on Golden Mojo.
Yeah, but you are
ENT.com.
telling people to go to the United States of Paranormal, and we're not on there.
I will get it fixed this week.
It better be on there by the time I get back from vacation.
I will get it fixed this week. It needs some work because it is outdated at this point, but but still go check it out. You can see Logan's lovely face still on the
Logan.
and Matt and Bose. Hopefully those guys are doing well. And I just texted Alicia. She's doing well. So
Good.
Hi, guys.
but anyways, go check it out. UnitedStatesParanormal.com. Just jump on the merch store and go check out the Great White Bald Beaver, the new Bigfoot T-shirts. All kinds of really cool things.
I wore my Banshee shirt at the campground. I got a lot of compliments.
Did you?
Nice.
Nice. Did
Yeah.
you say like I'm on this podcast?
I was like, this is my podcast that I'm on. You go listen.
Good. We need more listeners. All right. Well, thanks for tuning us in. Thanks for the emails, and hopefully keep sending those emails. I love hearing from you. And just remember, keep it spooky, and we'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
To support other Golden Mojo Entertainment productions, check out Golden Image Podcast, The Call Guys, and Murd Nerds wherever you enjoy listening to podcasts. To see photos and find new episodes of the United States of Paranormal, follow us on our social media. Twitter at TUSOPPOD or Instagram at the United States of Paranormal and Facebook, the United States of Paranormal. If you have a place that you'd like us to look into or would like to share your spooky story that we can read on the air, please email us at the United States of Paranormal at gmail.com.